Good morning to all of you. In our today's class, we are going to learn about the second most important function of kidney, that is osmoregulation. So basically the osmoregulation means maintenance of salt and water balance in the body of organism. In our body, it is done by kidney unit, that is nephron, and is also under the control of a hormone that is released by pituitary gland, which is ADH or antidiuretic hormone. The other name for antidiuretic hormone is vasopressin. This hormone basically acts on tubules, that is PCT, Henle loop and DCT, and is controlling the reabsorption of water. So whenever the ADH or vasopressin is released, the reabsorption of water by tubule occur, and whenever ADH or vasopressin is not released, then reabsorption of water will not take place. So this is the general about osmoregulation. Now let us see the mechanism of osmoregulation. Now the normal blood volume in our body is 5 liter, and this 5 liter of normal volume is maintained by consumption of water. So whenever the blood volume increases or whenever the blood volume decreases, under that condition the body need to do the osmoregulation. So in the center you will see the water content of the blood, which is normal, and then what will happen when the water content will become low, that is shown by the pink heading, and what will happen when the content of the blood will become high, which is shown by blue heading. So let us discuss these conditions one after the other. Whenever you drink lot of water, the blood volume increases. As soon as the blood volume increases, the glomerular filtration rate also increases, and under that condition the vasopressin or ADH is not released by brain or pituitary gland. When this hormone is not released, there will be no reabsorption of water in the renal tubules, that is PCT, Henle loop and DCT, and under that condition the urine that moves out from the body contain high volume of water, that is dilute type of urine goes out. So this is when you drink lot of water. This is a very normal condition, children. Whenever you drink lot of water, then under that condition you need to use the toilet more frequent. So this is the same mechanism that we are discussing here. So whenever you consume too much of water, then under that condition your blood volume is going to rise, and then the reabsorption of water will not occur. So the urine output increases. The opposite condition occurs when you drink less water. So basically before sleeping, or when we are traveling through bus, or when we are moving to picnic spots where the urinal facility is not there, under that conditions what we do, we don't drink much water, or our water consumption is reduced. When your water consumption is reduced, under that condition the blood volume also decreases. This decreased blood volume will affect the glomerular filtrate rate, which will also go down. Under that condition the brain will release the vasopressin or the ADH hormone. This vasopressin or ADH hormone is going to act on renal tubules, that is PCT, Henle loop, DCT, and these tubes will do more and more reabsorption of water. So under that condition, the urine output is reduced and concentrated type of urine moves out from the body. So again, whenever you drink less water, you use less urinal facility. So these are the two conditions that are discussed under the heading which is osmoregulation. That's all for the day. Thank you.